Ah, fellow countrymen, Professor Nem lost his life. I did live this afternoon. This program, they different. Now different program, now special one indeed. When I don't see where Seyi Tinubu they thank Nigerians for supporting his father, for voting for his father, and that his father now be the hope when Nigeria they expect. Now I don't also see where the father they urge the youth say make them dey patient. Say make them dey patient with him. I think it will soon dey good. Everything will soon be okay. I don't see the two video. But waiting I titled this video for today, now it be if I be Tinubu, waiting I go do. Waiting I for do if me be Tinubu. Yes. If I be Tinubu, the way he get money reach. You know the wife don't talk, say they don't need Nigerian money. Say God don't bless them. So what did they just want to be say, may they help Nigerians to actualize their dream. That's why they come to power. Not because they are eyeing Nigerian money. So if I be Tinubu, with that in mind, and really I did sincere to help Nigerians, as so many people have placed their hope on her, what I go do, first of all, to show say not true, now they talk. To show say I not just be the politician where everybody, the politician are lie and all this thing, whatever they talk, don't hold it to and whatever. What I go do be say, first of all, I go announce to Nigeria and say, I don't need salary. I don't need allowances. I don't need all those emoluments. I want to work for Nigerians. All my deputies and all the other people, office holder, I will slash their salaries. I will go to National Assembly. That big money where people don't even know how much it be. What Yoruba people they call akamamoye. Just endless emolument when all these legislators they collect. They themselves no one even tell anybody saying I'm waiting that they collect with this. But from speculation, we know that waiting that they get at the end of the month runs into millions. Okay? I see, even if we know even fit put number to waiting at the end, the way they spend money will show us say, now waiting with they speculate, now at the end. Yes, when a legislator will buy houses in Abuja, buy for girlfriends, buy for concubines, and be flying up and down. And we all know, say, the money where they earn, not be for this place. I will cut all those emoluments when they drain money. Look at the amount they just vote for the National Assembly for this season alone. Now you go take no say these people not sincere. So if I be Tinubu, now those here first of all peg, so that people will know say this man they serious. He won't walk true. If I be Tinubu. Apart from that, I go institute, in fact, I go prune down government expenditure. All those furniture allowances, the refurbishment allowances, you know, stupendous amount to buy, to acquire cars for legislators and all that. I will cut them down. After cutting it down, all the cars must come from Inocris, the guy who they make car for Nigeria. I will patronize Nigeria. If you patronize Nigeria, you get more workers to earn more salaries. Nigeria economy will boom. If I be Tinubu, these are the steps I will take. First, for people to have confidence in me, say, are they serious? Now try to talk. Make him even do something extraordinary, something nobody has ever done. Let him be innovative. Let him introduce new things. The man say he no go earn salary. He say he no go, we never hear this before. Now that kind of person, now we want. Yes. Fat money where they take they refurbish Abuja, this, Abuja, that. We do be to sleep and wake up. A president who really wants to make a mark go reject all those heavy amount of money, whether the budget for this, budget for that. When the people are hungry, because the hunger in the land now, we never see them before. We never see it here before. Now small will remain now, people will sell their children the chop. People will deliberately sell their girls to anywhere, just go find money come. So far we chop. I mean, they hear what they happen for town. So if I be Tinubu, these are the radical steps I will take. At least for once. Let's see a revolutionary leader. Let's see somebody who has empathy. Let's see somebody who is really feeling the pains of the people. Let's see somebody who feels the pulse of the people he's leading. Let's see a president who hears, who listens. Not just this usual rhetoric, and be patient with me, continue to tighten belt. In my previous video, I told you. I said since I was born, since I know my right hand from my left hand, governments have been telling us to tighten belt. They never encourage us to loosen our belt one day. And yet, upon this same government who say when they tighten belt, when they come out, then we go here and say they don't buy half of Abuja, half of Lagos, half of Dubai, half of this, half of that. Now the same people who say, with the tidy bed, the ungodly people. So if I be Tinubu, to even prove the skeptics wrong, those who no vote for him, those who no like him at all, and there are many, to prove them wrong, now what I will first do with that? By cutting down all these things, I go be transparent enough to say, okay, the emolument you would have paid me, the allowance you would have paid the legislators, all those things that have been paid in the usual way, this is the surplus. Apart from the so-called oil subsidy, which I don't even understand anyway, because some people say there have been nothing like subsidy, some say whatever. Apart from the subsidy surplus, whatever, the surplus from this highfalutin projects of refurbishing or settling the legislators and the appointed people, the allowance there, that is the surplus, I will establish industry that will engage at least 5,000 graduates. Yes, I will tell Nigeria. So the money that would have come to my pocket and the pocket of all these other people, now we take establish this thing so and they see so when actually they work there. I am telling you, even those from opposition, they will keep their mouth shut. They're not going to talk. Wait till they won't take campaign when this man never do. Wait till they say, wait till they go tell Nigeria say they go do. They go bring heaven down. If you see a president who did that one, how people no go like him? He say he don't get money already. Or of course we know. People see the evidence of his wealth. The wife attested to it. So what did they find? What did they find? What did go happen to her if he refused to collect salary? If he say deputy should not collect salary, if the legislators, if he slash their money, what did go happen to her? You tell me. May we discuss now? If I be Tinubu, these are the things I will do. After that, I'll quietly go into the ministries. Because now those people be thief pass. Hey, we they talk about technocrat. Look, even an angel, if you put an angel as a minister, and it's going to work with those civil servants, where me I know, the civil servants, the permanent secretaries, those who have been there, who have witnessed about 7 kinds of ministers, and they've corrupted all of them to steal our money. I'll go quietly, if I be Tinubu, I'll quietly do my investigation, retire all those people. I may not even probe them. Retire all of them. Bring up new people who will head those military and parastatal. Indoctrinate them. Orientate them. Reformat their brains to let them know, say, this is not new Nigeria. And to tell them, say, if they are found wanting in any way, in any form, they are going to jail. Oh, come on. If I be Tinubu. These are the things I will do. Because I tell you, they talk about minister. They are going to work in ministries, right? Working with those guys there in the ministry, forget them. Work plenty for Tinubu. If only he had the vision to take us there. If only he knows what to do and he has the political will to do what he should do. This thing no hard. Not true, I tell you. But people go hate her. Of course, yes. Because he won't fight corruption. People go hate her. They go hate her where? But one thing I know is that the people are with him. The suffering masses, the hoi polloi, they are with him. The oppressed are with him. Because as a result of his prudence, he will be able to save enough money that will reflect in the lives of the people he's governing. He will use the surplus to establish industries. He will use the surplus to tie our roads. He will use the surplus to fix NEPA. NEPA has become a demon. NEPA don't become an enigma. NEPA don't become something where we say it is impossible for Nigeria. If I be Tinubu, I will face this thing. Wait, no be human being there. I will face harm. I'm telling you the truth. If I be Tinubu, these are the things I will do. There is no rocket science in these things. If Tinubu is serious. After that, when I don't face NEPA, refinery. How Nigeria going to produce crude and we not get refinery? How can only one person be empowered to have refinery that is first in Africa, and yet the whole Nigeria that houses this individual cannot boast of half of what? Come on now. Look, what are we talking about? If this Tinubu is serious, there are many things he would do to convince us. It's not by mouth. When somebody, they draw my attention to the way they played with the youth, make una get patient with it. I think that and that's nonsense. We don't want to hear it by mouth. We want action. We don't suffer enough. We want action now. All the government have been saying, be patient. Look at the result of our patience now in the 21st century. We don't have. Should we be talking about NEPA? I mean, I don't know, whatever you call it. Should we be calling about energy at this time as our problem? So we are not serious. And people are saying, be patient with people. No. And people call this guy as a man who has the magic wand. Some people have even attributed some angelic, ingenuity to him. That he is this, his Jagaban is the. Oh, we are yet to see the Jagaban in this man. Yes, truly speaking. Because whoever wants to rule Nigeria in this present time must have counted the cost, including his life. Yes. We don't reach precipice. We don't reach stage where we say now, okay, now, one thing I don't mention, we say, some people tell me that, well, you know, go even free do that because his hand is not clean and all that. Okay, all those who have stolen our money. Now, in my previous video, I show a man where he say, his friend go tell the president of yesterday, Buhari, say, we are tired of making money. Please remove this subsidy. We don't make money tire. I tag that in blood money. Because many people, as they were making money, many were dying. That was blood money. The guy said, we are tired of making blood money. Please stop this thing. Not be human being that. You don't get name, you don't get address. And all his words, where he take his money to? Are there not all of them before our faces? I will go after such people. They will vomit the money they stole. I will go after those who metamorphosed, who transmuted into snakes to swallow money in the ministry. They will vomit the money. When you start from there And you are telling Nigeria, big by. I remember the days of Idiagbon. Many may not like him. I remember that time. I think every month he will be telling Nigeria how much they have recovered from the looters, how much they are recovered from the looters, how much they are recovered from the looters. That transparency in government. If you go after all of these people, all the money they have looted from our oil, from our common patrimony, we go take an established job for people to work, to do, for God's sake. Now, how do you go after Yahoo boys? Somebody with sharp brains come up for university. He no get job. Because he no get senator who will write a letter for him, who will give him card to go and submit. He no get minister from his side. Nobody there for him. Now only brain just get. And he come up for university with first class, second class. When I no get him job. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And you say you should not use that sense for something else? Come on, Vid. Come on, Vid. We are too hypocritical in Nigeria. How can you prevent somebody like that from doing Yahoo? Or from doing anything that will give him money? With sharp brain? Have you not heard that empty hand the devil find job for? These people are willing to work, but no job to do. They are willing to even establish their own business. No environment to do it. No conducive environment. No enabling environment for them to even establish barber shop. Because there is no light, there is nothing. Nigerian leaders, are you thinking at all? There is no rocket science. It's just selflessness. 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 Deny yourself of certain things in order to prove a point. That's what we want this man to do. Because Nigerians have suffered a lot. In fact, even the recent pass of Buhari is even a nightmare. For somebody imagine from that system, should be able to do something different, Tinubu. Do something different. Do something different. It's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. I know they are among those who hate you. My own are for good governance. Some people say, come on. In my previous video, they criticize me. Oh, Femi, you be Yoruba man. Why are you talking like this? Come on now. How can being a Yoruba man say I should not say the truth? Okay, Bola Tinubu being Yoruba man, what does he add? What does he add to my life? Eh? If Obi there, if he do bad, so I will criticize him. If he doesn't know what to do, I will point out to what to do that will please the people. Forget about tribe now. Now it lead us to this chaos where we did. Now we say because he be Yoruba, because he be no. Others don't think like that. Those in other climes, all these tribes and all these things, they don't make sense. They want somebody with brain who can set their country for them. But that's why they are making progress. Nigerians, leadership is not rocket science. And if you don't know the way, if you don't know what to do, it's not a must. And if you beg us to allow you to be there, you should know what to do. Not pleading for patient. All those who have stolen money, they are there in Nigeria. And you are even still appointing some of them. As ministers, you say we should be patient. What? What are you talking about? What are you going to do to those who stole yesterday as deterrent, so that those who are planning to steal in your government now will know that you are serious with governance? That is not, it's not business as usual. What are you willing to do to discourage theft? What are you willing to do to discourage embezzlement on a large scale? What are you willing to do? And some of them, if I name 1, 2, 3, 4 of some of them you are appointing now, these are people who have skeletons in their cupboard. And you still want to appoint them, and you want us to take you serious? And you are now urging us to continue to tighten our belt where these people are smiling to the bank with our money? Come on now. Come on now. Do something different. This is my personal view. You are free to castigate me, chastise me, but this is what I know from the little history of Nigeria that I know. And from the little exposure I have with other advanced countries, advanced democracies, how they punish themselves in order to satisfy the people that voted for them, how they sacrifice in order to give good life to the people. I'm just offering this advice for free. I know some will hate me for it. I don't care. I don't care, because Nigerians don't deserve what they are going through. Look, is it not a paradox that Nigeria that produces oil, people are trekking because they can't afford oil, and some people will now be comparing our price with some. Why do you compare two incongruities? Compare Nigeria that produces oil with, why not compare Nigeria with Dubai that does not even have oil? Why not compare Nigeria with Saudi Arabia? Why do you need to compare Nigeria with Libya when Gaddafi was alive? And go and see what he did with oil money. Why do you compare two incongruities? When you want to provide excuse for your recklessness, you will say even America does not. Even America, whatever what America does that you are not doing. What about social security? What about the palliative from COVID that America knew how many people are in a particular location? They channel money to their bank accounts, and those who do not have bank accounts, they had a way of getting their own COVID. Can you do that? And you are now entrusting governors to do that for you? Then we hear stories that touch. At the end of the day, look at you. Do something different. Come on, do something different. Nigerians. Well, I don't know if I have anybody to discuss with me this afternoon, but I just wanted to ventilate my view, the way it hot in me. Because we cannot continue with this kind of hit or miss policy all the time. Let us know what we are doing. Let's know where we are going. Time is going. People are dying. Wow, my friend Kaugo is quite a long time professor. Okay, let me see if I can bring you on camera. I couldn't. Well, my friend Christy Lolo, the erudite man, let me bring you on camera. If I don't know. I don't really know. This is ready to join me. Anyway, I just want this thing to go out there, and because this is just the way I feel right now. This is the way I feel. This is the way I feel. We cannot continue like this forever. We can't continue like this forever. Sincerely, we can't. I can add you. Yes, I think it's been added. Somebody has been added. Igbobo Victor. Happy to have you here. Let me see if I can bring you on too. Somebody joining me. That Igbobo Victor. Oh, my brother, how are you?
I'm good.
It's a long time, my brother. Oh my God. I'm glad to host you. Although I actually just wanted to come alone. I think if anybody joins, well and good, but I just feel like ventilating my views on this thing, because
we are absolutely crazy here.
We can't continue this way, my brother. We can't continue this way.
Really,
our government must know what they are doing, at least in these days and age. No, that's the way I feel.
That is the truth.
In this day and age. So how are you, my brother?
I'm very good. That is Madam and the children, sir.
Everybody is good. I thought you were in Atlanta, right?
No, I'm currently in Nigeria.
Oh, you're in. Oh my goodness. So how is the place now? Okay, so report.
Extremely horrible. life is becoming unbearable under Tinubu, so-called. Extremely unbearable, because the cost of living, the cost of transportation, and virtually everything is on the high side. It's really unfortunate.
Did you hear my preamble?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what's your view about it?
That's absolutely right. They come there. Take for instance the issue of palliative, like you rightly said. You can't send the bulk to the governors. Like the issue of palliative in America. I was in Nigeria and they sent me palliative. The first one, that $1,200, I got mine. I was paid. So even look at the student loan he is claiming he want to give out. He schooled in the US. Is that how they give out student loan? That are telling people that if their parents are earning less than 500,000, even those earning 500,000 as salary in Nigeria are living below poverty level currently. So why are you using that as a criteria or the sole criterion to give it out? It's fraud. They are into fraud. That is the truth of the matter.
I was even thinking, Remi Tinubu, the first lady, said that we don't need Nigerian money. God has already blessed us. I now said, if I were her husband, what I would first of all do was to tell Nigeria that I don't need salary, I don't need allowance, and I would tell my cabinet must be ready also to sacrifice, because it shouldn't be business as usual. Then I'll go to the National Assembly.
Senators that are less than 500, they are giving them 70 billion.
That's what I'm saying.
The ridiculous statement of Akpabio saying they should allow the people to breathe. They are making
they were mocking the people.
Yeah.
That's mockery.
So it's really unfortunate. I don't know where we are heading to.
So that's why when the son was saying that his father was the hope of Nigeria, he was thanking people and all that, and the father now came on board to be appealing to the youth that keep on tightening your belt, making sacrifices. This is nonsense to me.
They are not making the corresponding sacrifice. You want the population to be doing that.
You see? So enough of this rhetoric. So practicalize what you preach. Let people know that you are serious. Let people know that there is no longer business as usual. That this is the man in whom we invested our hope. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't know. These are people who travel all over the world. They see how people do there. But when they come home, it's something altogether. And look at the list of ministers right now. You will see that, look, we are not yet out of the woods.
That's the truth. If the light of El-Rufai is still coming up, it's so disappointing.
See? So these are the things, people think that, you guys, why is it that you even feel this thing more than those of us who are suffering? Of course, we are all suffering.
It's true.
They don't know. They don't want to know how much one sends home all the time as palliative to people who are crying at home. So that's why they think that we almost feel it more than them.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Because we can't be listening to all those complaining, all those this thing, and look the other way.
You can't.
So that's how it is. If they are able to fix that place, if so many people who are abroad will come back home. That's one thing they don't know.
That is the gospel truth.
So, the way we are going about it, I really don't know at all. The guy is not showing any sign that his government is going to be different.
It's not going to be different.
To me, he hasn't shown any sign. I just hope it's not that he just wanted to be president by all means. And
to be president, that's all. He doesn't even get the job there today. At least they say, former Nigerian president. That's all they are looking for.
And that would be disastrous because a whole lot of things would have been wasted. A country that produces oil, no single refinery has worked since how many years now? and a whole lot of money have been spent.
With all the lies Buhari
Pay,
was telling that he's going to revitalize the refineries. For 8 years, he did nothing. Absolutely not. It was a huge disaster.
Throughout his period, billions were paid to redundant workers. Workers. We're not doing anything.
We're not doing
billions were paid.
Any salaries. Oh my God, this country is another thing.
It's a waste. Our country is a waste, sincerely. I don't know. Sometimes you want to sound, it sound unpatriotic to say that country should be concessioned. To say that country should be outsourced to a foreign power who knows the value of what we have and who can manage it well. Sincerely speaking,
the truth.
Because we are wasting resources, nothing is happening. Basic amenities Nigeria cannot be proud of. Nothing.
I'm even fortunate.
Nothing is going on for them.
That's why you
except the politicians. Okay, my brother. So if you are available to join me in this discussion, is open. The topic is simply, if I be Tinubu, what I go do? Let me see my friend Christy Lulu invite. Add. Oh my God, I can't add Christy Lulu. I don't know for what reason. Audience. Well, I wish I can add Christy Lulu. I wish I can add you. I'm trying to add you. I'm trying to add you. I'm trying to add as many people as can come on board here. Let's share our thoughts together on this country. This is the country we love so much, and we just don't want it to continue to waste the way it's wasting now. Okago, let me add you again. Unfortunately, I cannot. What's going on? Could it be network from that end? But I just got Victor Igbobo a while ago. Let me try again. So, it tire me. I don't feel like they come government to magic, kind of magic. The more you look, the less you see. It can't turn out to rocket science. In Nigeria difficult like that to rule. I've been sincere leaders we don't really get. What did they happen? How can we be so worthy and yet almost 80%? I don't know the percentage. I'm not an authority there, so don't quote me. I say almost. How can we be so worthy and almost 80% will be so poor? Very, very poor, as in poor. You know, jail now. This thing, jail now. Make our government, make our leader, make them wear human face now. Make we see the human face. Because all we have been seeing all the while, have been tigers, lion's face, ready to devour the poor. This is unfortunate. It's not good. It's not good. You continue to make that country, uninteresting, uninviting, not only to investors, but to the diasporans who want to come home. Make everything just, no, now only we got great. Don't we see other countries in the world? And yet, if you see what they say about Nigeria in America, see, now we the more educated part among the single ethnic race. The average is even more than American citizen in terms of education. Talk about medicine, talk about technology, talk about academics, everywhere. And Nigeria full there. What did they do here? Tell me, if Nigeria they are accommodating, what did they do up and down? What did they find up and down? But you suffocate people there, you suffocate them so much that they just say, no, I don't feel die. I don't think die in their death. They come out. Eh? Using their brain and talent to develop other countries. And you did there. They chop money. They chop money. No infrastructure, no amenity, nothing for the people. Only you they chop. It is then alive they chop. So you know the shame. Una know the shame. Government no be rocket science. And Nigeria no dey difficult to rule. Sincerely, I bet you. Now because money no day, job no day, life no day. That's why they think of religion. That's why they think of ethnicity. I tell you the truth. Give them job to do. Let an average graduate have a sense of belonging. He has what he's doing. He can plan for his life. He can settle down after graduation to have his own children and be working. You don't go think of religion. You don't go think of ethnicity. I tell you. You don't go think of all these things. Now because money no day. Nothing day. Nothing day. Now they make they cause all this violence, all this tension being high everywhere in Nigeria. I tell you the truth. Now, what did they happen with that too? Nobody say our people they're difficult. No, we are not wicked, we are not difficult, and we are very accommodating. We don't just get government. We don't get government where they think about us. Except if we know want to talk true. If we want to talk true no go say make we no talk am. And the truth is very transparent. Truth is transparent. Except if you want to color it. Truth not get duplicate. And the truth of the matter is that Nigeria get money. Oh yes. Even when oil no they sell again for international market, waiting Nigeria get with the one where people don't steal. If we get a purposeful government, if we get a visionary president, if we collect the money, when go there enough to establish industries for people to work and revamp our economy. Yes. If they say you feel revamp your naira, no be magic. If you know manufacture, if you know export, your naira can never appreciate. Forget it. There is no magic one about it. The economy is plenty for Nigeria. Why are they deceiving ourselves? You have to be an exporter of so many things to show up your naira value. It's not by any magic. Not by any magic. You have to put in place some policies that will bring the light of Michelin back, bring the light of Dunlop back, bring the light of there are just so many Keja Industrials, Papa Industrials, all those dead things that have been taken over by the churches. You have to bring them back. Or you bring them back and engage people, all the MTN, no, Nigerian Textile May, I remember in Ikeja or Bakran, all those industrial layouts. Bring the industrialists to feed them, engage people in work, let everybody be earning money and see. It will be like magic for your own affair. I know the economy, but this thing is simple. I don't need to be a professor of economy to know this thing. So when everybody is working, we are manufacturing, we are exporting, our naira will naturally go up. Oh yes, now, common sense. But if you are importing up to too big, and we are not encouraging local industry, look, how can you even encourage local manufacturing when there is no light, there is no enabling environment for anybody to produce anything? When you have high rate of inflation and you have taxation that is cutting people's neck. How? It's not possible now. Nigeria, make we not deceive ourselves. Make we not deceive ourselves, sincerely. We not deceive ourselves. So we played the ostrich too much in that country. We played the ostrich. At least governance now something that is so secretive that people must not know how this is happening. Come on now, it's not like that. No be so. No be so. That's why some of us advocate that for anybody to be president, to aspire to political office, let the person be a graduate of political science, history, and economics. After that, let them do a crash program that will license them to be a licensed politician. After that, let them indemnify themselves to the extent that if I defraud the people, if I behave in, in any way that is contradictory to my oath of office, let me pay so amount. It's like signing your resignation letter before you get the job. Otherwise, all these anyhow politicians who hardly know their left from their right, all of them just populate the National Assembly, including the fraudsters, the money doublers, ritualists, embezzlers, spineless people, all of them full National Assembly. They are legislating for Nigeria. What do you expect from that kind of system? What products do you expect from that? This is the problem. Bring angels to come and be ministers, except if no be those ministries where me I know, no be those ministries that will preside over, except if those permanent secretary and the director, the idle directors that I know, if no be those people, they will meet there, now they will prosper. But if not the same people who have corrupted not less than 7 ministers, they can count minister this under this administration, minister this under this administration. Now so we they do during his time. Now so we they do and so all this now so we they do and so we they do now it spoil Nigeria. So who are you bringing now that they not go teach? Now so we they do Nigeria no expect any and don't expect any fundamental change anywhere. As long as those permanent secretaries sit there for the ministries. I tell you the truth. Yes. Yes. They are there. They are just waiting for who are they going to approve for our ministry now? They don't prepare ground for them. All the so we they do a memo, so we they do a memo. All of them, they don't perfect it now. Maybe they just come they sign billion out for them as usual. And they wait for. If Tinubu no touch those areas, even if it mean well, it work no go show. I not be prophet now. These are the things we've been living with for the past 50 years. I've been waiting with the talk. So that's why I believe that if you not do something radical, something different from the usual, Nigeria will just wait in vain. The hope will be dashed. You know before now that if somebody they do something repeatedly, now the same result you go they get. Unless you change some strategy, then you expect different result. But the way it is now, my brother, my sisters, now the same thing, now the same of same. Somebody say, oh, you did too pessimistic. At least give this government a chance. Oh my God. I wish you knew how much I've been patient. Yoruba people say, ojú tó máa bá ní kalẹ̀, kò ń ṣe pin látàárọ̀, kò ń fàtàárọ̀ ṣe pin. The eye, when go last, the eye, when go follow you reach old age, you know go begin to bring out mucus or whatever you call it. You go begin to do by in the morning. You go they clear like this. But tell me how your eye day now? It clear? How the eye of this government be now? It clear? Which is supposed to you know do one, and I'm not sure say go do one. But if you go do one, go do an answer. I say if I be Tinubu, that's the topic. If I be Tinubu, I get money already. I'm worthy. have businesses all over. My wife don't even tell the world, say, we don't need Nigerian money. We don't want help. What thing I go do be say, first of all, I go announce to that Nigeria, say, I don't need salary. I don't need emolument. God don't bless me. She be not hear what my wife told the other time. God don't bless us. So I will convince my cabinet. In fact, you don't need to convince cabinet because I want to point out. I will convince my advice to make maximum sacrifice because Nigerians need it. Okay? I no go collect emolument, I no go collect it, I no go collect that. Shetima, I expect you to follow suit because you are also worthy. What will they find again? Let's help these people. At least let's help them. I will convince my vice. As for ministers, you go don't date for waiting they go sign. Oh yes, if you like, you take, you like, you know, take. Now, it's not business as usual anymore. Where you they end it, I'm slashing it by this, by this, by this, by that. Okay? I go to National Assembly. National Assembly, Nigeria they bleed. Nigeria they complain. And you say, I know say you not the hear and too. Yes, as for me, this waiting I don't plan. You National Assembly, that big amount when they ask for. I'm sorry. Una know if we get the amount for motor for all this SUV, even though the SUV of the present of the past this thing never expire. When I won't get new one, no wahala. But go get this luxurious because we know they manufacture motor here. We know go import any motor here, and please all of us go patronize. And this is the kind of car everybody will use. Let's sacrifice. Let's Nigeria say we mean business. Oh yes. Oh yes. Gone are the days that they just say politics are the pathway to stupendous wealth. No, we not go do that again. Let's bring Nigerians on board. Let them also chop. Let them also chop too. That's what I go tell if I be Tinubu. Now what I go do with that? What is hard in doing that? But he's not doing it. He's not doing it. So he's starting on a very wrong footing as far as I'm concerned. Snake swallow money, termite eat money. They still there for Nigeria. All the houses they built, everything, they are still there intact in Nigeria. What do they do about them? What do they do about them? Not be human beings. Not be then turn to snake when swallow money. Not be then turn to termite when eat money. Are they not there? Are they dead? Go after them, bring our money, establish industry for the poor. Who betide anybody who will say Nigerian youth are lazy? What do you mean by that? What laziness? Do you even know the meaning of laziness? Somebody who graduate with first class or second class something, look for job everywhere. They go they tell them say, if suppose you get 2 years experience before take you. You just graduate, where you want to acquire the 2 years experience? This job is for those with a 5 years experience and come. Those are euphemism for rejecting people who don't get card from senators and ministers. What do you know? Yet you say that guy is lazy. He even want to, with his first class brain, he want to establish barber shop or just barber shop, make it a barb. Because he know how to barb too. He don't get money to even erect anything. He don't get money to rent anything. He has never earned money in his life. His parents are pensioners who wait, endlessly to collect their pittance. Come on now. Make una reason now. Then you say that youth is lazy. What? Do something different, Tinubu. Let people see your impact. Unfortunately, you are not doing it. Termite don't chop money. Snake don't chop money. Those termites still there alive. They never die. The snakes are still alive. They never die. The man who went to Buhari the other time said they are tired of making blood money. For a Nigerian to even say that, I'm tired of making money, you can just imagine how much that person don't acquire. Not one person, not two persons. You are telling us to tighten our bed in the midst of all this. You don't know what to do, right? You don't just know what to do with power. Jesus Christ. And people, they say this man is a genius. This man is this. This man is that. maybe he go still prove me wrong. Make I never go to extreme. Maybe he go prove me wrong. Nigeria, what do you think? Maybe he will prove me wrong. Maybe he will still do some of these things I think that he's not trying to do. Well, maybe. But maybe I go sing hallelujah if he does that, because no. You go see. Now me go rejoice pass. Yes. You have to bring people to book. The thief is just too much. So much money in NNPC we can't account for. Billions upon billion naira spent on redundant workers of the refineries. Refineries in Warri, refineries in Port Harcourt. I think there is one in Benin too. All those refineries that have never worked, and people are any billions as salaries and emolument for doing nothing. Turn around, maintenance, people collect money, they don't go work. Money day where it day. Tinubu, please go after them. Money day where it day. Go after them. Stop telling people to tighten belt. Let them even see the result of the belt they have been tightening since time immemorial. Let them see it. Tighten belt. Come on. Who is joining me?
Sorry.
Is that Victor Ibobo? Oh my God. You disappear again. Is this Oluro Timi that is trying to join me? Who is joining? Please announce yourself.
Okay. My name is Ehizode Edixon, Prof.
Edison, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you hear my preamble?
I just joined. I'll maybe later on I'll get to follow up. I just joined.
Actually, let me brief you what I've been saying.
Okay.
The topic is if I be Tinubu.
Yeah.
Now, I am wealthy. I have businesses all over. I'm not poor in any way. And my wife don't even tell Nigeria and say, God don't bless us. And so we don't need Nigerian money. All we need to come and help Nigeria. I say, if I be that man, and I find myself in that place that I am right now, first of all, I will tell Nigeria that I don't want salary. I don't want emolument. Then I will convince my vice to do the same, because Nigerians need the surplus so much now because people are hungry. Then I'll go to National Assembly. National Assembly is no longer business as usual. I wouldn't have even approved that 70 billion. Is it 70 or 700 billion? I don't even know, because the money is sickening. 700. It is sickening. Now, I wouldn't even approve that in the first place. I would tell them that Nigerians need us more than this.
Yeah.
Then the motto that they will use and all this, now increase, now I go patronize. Then I will make everything in such a way that not just making sacrifice, telling Nigerians to continue to make sacrifice all the time. Whereas you are not making sacrifices. Your cabinet is not making sacrifices. In fact, as far as cabinet is concerned, I would have told those who are coming, this is the situation in government. It's no longer like before.
Yeah.
If the past minister were any this is what the government will be paying you. If you like, you take. If you don't like, you go.
Exactly.
So they will know that this man is serious. And again, I said that even if Tinubu appoints angels as ministers, in as much as those people who are permanent secretaries in the ministry are still there, their work no go show. If I be Tinubu, I will sack all those who have soiled their hand one way or the other. I'll sack all of them. The new crop of permanent secretary and director, I will orientate them to let them know that this is a new Nigeria, and in a new Nigeria, Your hand must not be so. You must be satisfied with your salary, and I'm going to do you guys well. But all this because now then they corrupt the ministers. When they let their work show. Now them so they already have the memos of now so we they do one, now so we they do one, now so we they do one in the era of so this minister also now so we do one. The ministers also because they have so many ministers at their fingertips. Some of them don't witness about 10 ministers, and they corrupt all of them. Their work no show. All these permanent secretary and the directors. So if this man is serious with his business, he will deal with those people, then appoint new people. So what's your take on this?
Yeah, my take on it is that I think you are right. He's supposed to start with himself first.
Okay.
He's supposed to start with himself first. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, he's supposed to start with himself. Starting with himself will, put him in that position to be able to implement all this thing that you are saying now. He hasn't shown that, that zeal to start with himself. That sacrifice we are talking about now. It's not a poor person. So, and he's supposed to start with himself. He has to start with his own internal cleansing first, so that others will now, copy with what, with his style. Somebody like Akpabio now is not poor. Most of those guys here are not poor. So they should start with themselves.